He's a 51 years old male. He's a tobacco chewer only, no other any risk factors. And now presented with the evolved anterior wall ST elevation MI after 3 days. So this is the angiogram, and I can see there is a complete osteoprox LED thrombotic occlusions, and there is a dual LED system. And first LED, major LED, is a complete osteoproximal block, and second LED in the proximal thrombotic lesion. You could see that is almost 80%. So this is the iliacoidal view, and this is the apicoidal view. You could see the same thing. There is a osteoproximal thrombotic occlusions in the major LED, and the second LED is having a proximal thrombotic occlusions, and the ramus is normal, LCX is normal, and RCA. This is the areocranial view, and the same thing you could see here. And this was the RCA, which is dominant and normal. So in this evolved anterior wall ST elevation MI, what I tried to open this artery in the same time of angiography, but it could not cross the lesion at all, because there were difficulty is that major LED is having a 90% angle to the left main, so there was a difficulty. So what we decided is to give a GP2B3 inhibitor for 12 hours, and then we will try to open this LED. So this is an angio after 12 hours of GP2B3 inhibitor, tyrosine, and you could see there's a magic that osteoprox thrombotic occluded lesion LED has opened up. So this is that major LED which somewhat opened here from here, and this is the LED, and this is your second LED. Here is the lesion in the second LED, and this is your ramus, and this is your LCX. So it was decided to do the angioplasty to both LED. So with the right femoral approach, we crossed the whisper PTCA wire, and you could see that major LED has opened up with slow flow, and there is a thrombotic lesion in the proximal part. So the mid portion of the LED is almost around 3, and then proximal is 3.5. So we decided to put a 2 stent. One is in mid portion where the thrombus is, and 3 into 20, and then in proximal we deployed 3.5 into 24, and then we overlapped. So this was the areocranial view, and this is a iliacoidal view. You could see here, this is the wire is in the major LED, and this is your second LED. So this was the apicoidal view, and you could see the same thing. The wire is in the major LED, and this is the proximal portion, osteoprox, and up to here we need to put a stent. So we place the one stent in the mid portion of the LED. This was the 3 into 20. This is the positioning of the stent, and this is the deployment of the stent. This was a 3 into 20 stent, and this is a picture of the deployment of the stent. And this is again apicoidal view, and you could see the stent is there in the LED, and then in the proximal portion, osteoproximal part, there is a deep-seated thrombus. And now we have decided to put a stent from the ostium of the LED to here, and then overlap the stent, overlap this 2 stent. So this was the iliacoidal view, and the first stent is here in mid portion, and now I wanted to put the stent from right from here to here, and this was the positioning of the stent. Could see here, this is the stent, this is the stent, and we wanted to put the stent in the from the osteoprox of the LED. This is the ostium of the LED, this major LED, and this is all thrombus here. But the thing is, the stent should not, this, because the angle of this major LED to LM is almost around 90, So there was a problem of placing the stent. So this is a placement of the stent. Whenever we deployed ostium stent in the ostium LED, then we need to check in the iliacaudal view. So this was the positioning of the stent right from the ostium of the LED, and then we deployed the stent here and everything went well. And then again we reinflated the stent in this view. This is a iliacaudal view, and then we overlap the stent, and this is a complete picture after the major LED stent. 2 stent were deployed. Proximal was 3.5 stent into 24, and the mid was 3 into 20, and there was a TIMI 3 flow. This was a cranial view. Now what we could see is we wanted to stent the second LED, but after putting wire, this LED, second LED, there was a thrombus and it got closed. This LED has to go like this, but everything has got closed. This LED has got closed because of the thrombus migration. So you could see wire is in this LED, second LED, but there was no flow in the LED because of the migration of thrombus. Then with the great difficulties we crossed the wire in this second LED. You could see there is no flow even then. After crossing the wire, even then there is no flow. So in these still images you can see this wire is in this second LED, and this is a branch of the LED, but there is no flow at all along the wire. Then what I decided is to put a stent, and this is the placement of the stent, and then we deployed the stent in the second LED. So the flow restored, but there was a slow flow in the second LED, you could see. Then we have given everything like terifibin, Necaran, adenosine, and then ultimately flow has come up. There's a TIMI 3 flow in the major LED. You could see the major LED, minor LED, rammers, and the LCX. So this was the angioplasty to dual LED in evolved anterior wall ST elevation MI. There's the iliacaudal view. There's a cranial view, and there was a TIMI 3 flow in the major and the second LED. There's the areocranial view. So in this way, this is the angioplasty, difficult angioplasty to the dual LED system.